Hi, Mom and or Dad. My name's Doug Kramer, and I'm currently on the youth ministry team in St. Albert Schools. And I've met your son somewhere along the way. I've been working in St. Albert Schools for about 7 years now. And somewhere along the way, whether it was the football team, maybe one of our retreat leadership teams, could have been through our New Orleans mission trips, I've encountered your sons along the way. And I want to introduce you to an opportunity, and I'd love to invite your son to be a part of it this summer. Over the last 14 years, I've worked with literally thousands of high school boys, and I've had a number of experiences with them, and I began to somewhat formalize these experiences and turn them into a set of adventures. It began at first just with some of the time that I spent with young boys at the camp that I used to run. We eventually went to a weekend format where they join with me on a Friday night, and we'd have adventures right through to Sunday afternoon. And then in 2012, we actually turned it into a 5-day experience in the mountains west of Calgary. The entire time, the whole goal has sort of been centered around 4 basics. The first is to surround these high school boys with a company of men who are walking closely with God. They're hungry men for a good life. They have good families, and they want to lead well, and they want to change the world and impact the world. And we need to surround these boys with men like that as an example. And so example is an extremely important part of this entire adventure that we call Tribe. The second intention of the experiences is to test and to push the physical and the spiritual edges of a high school boy who's really on the cusp of their manhood, to give them experiences that are going to show them that they can know beyond a shadow of a doubt that they have what it takes to enter and take the first steps into manhood. The third is to introduce these boys to what it looks like to be a friend of God in a day-to-day journey. So we give them experiences that they can connect to God with in a real way. They can begin to know Him as friend. They can begin to hear His voice. And the fourth is really sort of the culmination of the entire experience, but it's to lead them on a rite of passage that sets their feet on this path towards authentic manhood. So the entire thing kind of comes together as a rite of passage on its own, but through it as well we have specific individual rites of passage for each boy. So what do we actually do? This is sort of the programming part of things. We really want to just blow the doors off of mediocrity, give the boys experiences that they maybe have never had a chance to experience before. So things like whitewater rafting, horseback riding in the Rocky Mountains, riflery and shotgun, physical workouts, fitness and nutrition, martial arts, wilderness survival, taking just a knife and starting fire from what they find in the woods, wolf tracking expeditions up in the river valley of the Athabasca River, heading out, actually following a trail, finding a pack of wolves, cooking and nutrition, working in the kitchen, feeding your body, staying healthy just by what you put into your body, and mechanics, hard work. How do you change a tire for somebody? How do you change the oil in your car? Getting your hands on some power tools, helping another group of men who know what they're doing put up a shed or fill a woodshed full of wood for the winter. So these are the kind of things that your son's going to have a chance to experience. Maybe not all of them. It's going to be some combination, and maybe we'll come up with something even not even on that list. But the idea is that we find some new experiences for them, take them to an edge, and lead them through it. Where is this all going to take place? Well, we've done it anywhere from like summer camps to cabins up in the mountains to what I'm hoping will turn out this summer on our very own ranch. My family and I in 2012 purchased a 40-acre ranch just northwest of Edmonton for this very purpose. We have the ability to hold these boys, and it's going to be some kind of glorified camping by the time we're ready to go. But what we're hoping is that we can host them right out here at our ranch and then have a day trip away to the mountains as well for maybe one day and a night. Now, Mom, I know some of this sounds dangerous, and it's meant to. But I want you to rest assured that your son's safety is forefront in our mind. However, we do need to take these boys into a story that's outside of their video games, the movies that they're watching, the TV shows that they watch on a daily basis. We need to take them into a real story, and I would argue that the digital stories that they're taking in, and a life lived on the couch, and a life lived outside of real purpose, is maybe even more dangerous. So we want to lead them into something that's going to be world changing and you have incredible sons. I know them well enough to tell you that the world changed. I know this. And so I would love to be with them for a few days this summer. I want to lead with them. I want to experience this stuff with them. And I need your help as well to bring them through what can be a fantastic experience. So in the coming weeks, we're assembling the men who are going to lead this week with us. What I need you to do is simply fill out the registration form and block off the time. We need your son to let us know that he's going to be coming and joining us for these 5 days. We are putting this out to quite a number of boys, and I only have room for 8 to 10 tops. So I want to make sure that you have the option and you get your son's name and spot booked early. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You have my phone number and my email address. I'd be happy to answer anything I can for you. Set your mind at ease, fill in any blanks that there might be right now. And there will be, I promise, more details coming in the next few weeks through April and May as we get things set up. So I'm very, very excited about this summer. I can't wait. There's such a great combination of boys any which way it turns out. So